Hey there, folks. Today I'm diving into the world of pressure gauges, particularly for the petrochemical industry. Now we're focusing on gauge or absolute pressure here. Differential pressure gauges, well, that's for another day. Pressure gauges are some of the simplest yet essential instruments you'll find on an industrial site. As the name implies, they measure pressure. Often called pressure indicators, these devices are crucial for monitoring pressure in vessels, pipes, pumps, and major equipment. In the US, you'll mostly see PSIG, gauge, or PSIA, absolute units, while Europe and other regions might use bars or different units. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty of specifying a pressure gauge using an ISA data sheet. These sheets are typically divided into sections. And for something as basic as a pressure gauge, you might see 3 or 4 sections. Section 1 covers the tag, drawing number, process and instrumentation diagram number, electrical area classification, and general process conditions. Think of it as the who, what, where, and why of the gauge. For example, you might use it to measure tank pressure. Section 2 dives into the process conditions of the media being measured, whether it's a gas or liquid. Here you'll list the media name, pressure range, temperature, and any other characteristics. Since pressure gauges are pretty straightforward, they don't rely on other characteristics that could affect their integrity or measurement. Now Section 3 is the most crucial. This is where you make your choices: type of gauge, digital or analog, materials of construction, range, connection, and any other characteristics or accessories required. Some accessories are for safety, others make installation easier. Finally, Section 4 is usually a notes section. Here you might instruct the manufacturer to provide a stainless tag, certification of materials, calibration certification, and installation details to the user. Let's zoom in on the third section, the choices. Size of the gauge from 1 to 6 inches in diameter depending on the application and the manufacturer choices. Most common mechanical principle is the Bourdon tube. Analog, needle, or digital. Analog's the most common. Crucial parameter: the desired range should be above normal operation. For instance, if normal operation is 100 psig, go for a gauge with a range of 150 or 200 psig. Material of construction. Most common external and internal material is 316 or 304 stainless steel, but in corrosive applications like seawater, nickel, or bronze, internals is preferred. This is important for gauge integrity and user safety. In case of overpressure rupture, blowback and safety glass options are preferred, especially offshore. Filled gauges are common. The most common fill is glycerin in the offshore world. Depends on the process conditions and gauge location. Bottom connections are common in the US, but for panel applications might need bottom back connections. Most common connection in the US is NPT. Stainless tag, panel mount accessories, and other user requirements. Manufacturer name and part number is located in this section. Ensure the part number matches the options written in the spec sheet. So there you have it. We've tackled how to specify a pressure gauge for the petrochemical industry. Manufacturers like Wicca, McDaniel, Ashcroft, and Swaglock offer a plethora of models to choose from. Stay tuned for more specification guides. Got questions, comments, or suggestions? Drop me a message. See you next time.